2024 is coming to a close. I spent time looking back at some of the biggest stories that happened this year as we get ready to head into 2025.
The year started off with a new pediatric emergency department opening at the Belpre campus of Marietta Memorial Hospital. Former WTAP reporter Todd Boucher's memorial service was on January 6th at PHS. His sister talked about his dedication to the station.
It was a tough job. It was tough for him, but he rose to those challenges, and he rose to a lot of challenges in his life, and just turned it into a marvelous career.
Former Williamstown Mayor Jean Ford passed away in January. Vienna's mayor said she was the last of a true breed. Williamstown High School girls basketball coach Fred Sorrow earned the record for most wins in girls basketball in West Virginia this year. Justin Keel was found guilty of felony murder for the death of Terrence Mills Jr. and was sentenced to life in prison in February. Donovan McCune would be sentenced later to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree murder for Terrence's death. There was severe flooding in the Mid-Ohio Valley at the beginning of April that caused some businesses to go underwater. 2 people even drowned. Parkersburg native Kim Caldwell was announced as the head women's basketball coach at the University of Tennessee after a winning season as the coach at Marshall University. Mark Warden was the winner of the recount for Washington County Sheriff, and he'll take office next month. He replaces longtime Sheriff Larry Minks. The former CEO of the Parkersburg YMCA, Jeff Olson, was sentenced to 2 years in prison for the distribution of exhibition of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct in April. Former Parkersburg YMCA swim coach David Adams is expected to go to trial next month in January for sexual assault and abuse charges. Mid-Ohio Valley native and cystic fibrosis advocate Travis Flores passed away in May from cystic fibrosis. He was only 33 years old. A man from Belpre named Charles Burton was sentenced for aggravated murder for the death of Tina Johnson in May. In June, former WTAP sports director Jim Wharton was inducted into the Mid-Ohio Valley Sports Hall of Fame during a ceremony at the Graham Point Conference Center. In July, a young woman named Morgan Lott was found dead with a gunshot wound in her apartment in Vienna. Police charged her boyfriend, Hurl Collins, with murder. Vienna City Council member Tom Azinger passed away in July. Fellow council member Roger Bibby passed away in September. The Mid-Ohio Valley had the worst drought in 22 years this summer. In August, Charles Hess IV was arraigned for the attempted murder of his mother and arson. Police accused him of assaulting her with a knife and later setting their house in Walker on fire. The new and expanded Wood County 911 Center on Core Road opened its doors this fall. Numerous threats were made at schools in Wood County and across West Virginia in September. WTAP's Todd Boucher was posthumously inducted into the West Virginia Broadcasting Hall of Fame in October. Memorial Health System broke ground on a new women and children's hospital in Belpre. The facility will be Southeast Ohio's only women and children's hospital. Near the end of October, Melody Anderson was sentenced to 40 years for killing Robert Marshall Throckmorton. Near the end of the year, Marietta High School staged a walkout to voice their concerns about a string of recent resignations in the school system.
We hope you enjoyed this look back on the stories that impacted the Mid-Ohio Valley this year. We'll continue to keep you informed as we welcome in the new year.